So, hello guys. Today let's get some seriousness in this today's topic. What is my today's topic? Silence. ये कुछ और लग रहा है. Silence. चुप्पी. You all know about silence. And what is silence? Silence. There is a quote on silence that all the person who speaks less, remains silent, are more intelligent, and all the person who speaks more are fool. But when I asked the chat GPT that is is the person who speaks more is a fool? Question mark. Is a fool? Chat GPT answered no. It can be habit of the person also speaking more. It doesn't relate or matches with the knowledge or doesn't relate with the knowledge amount of knowledge he has and etc things. But then I asked the chat GPT that then from from where from where these quotes are having from where these quotes are having birth. So I think that because of the successful people. Then I again asked ChatGPT, do successful people remain silent in their life? ChatGPT said no. ChatGPT said no, that all the successful people don't remain silent in their life. They all are living a life with joy, and they also speaks much. They also speaks. So what's the real meaning of silence? Silence is a state, according to me, where there is no noise. Complete silence, complete noise cancelled. You can say whatever you want. So, what is the real meaning of silence in our life? No one is having a silent or peaceful life. In school, we all talk in a whole day. We don't remain that much silent as we talk to the other or have a noisy environment. But as you all know, everything have advantage and disadvantage. So, what are the disadvantage and the advantage of the silence? Let's see. So first, let's talk about the advantage only because it is positive. So the advantage of the silence is that we can convey our emotion. We can convey our emotion. So how you also think? ChatGPT makes me also think how we can convey our emotion if it is the advantage. Silence. When you remain silent, there are particular situation. For example, when you are angry, you want to remain silent and you also remain silent. When you are sad, you remain silent. So this is how silence convey our emotions. And its disadvantages, actually, you know what I think. Conveying our emotion is sometimes also a disadvantage for us, because if other people can know what we are, what our emotions are, then they can manipulate us, because there are so many tactics of manipulating when they know the feelings what they are feeling, and there are so many things etc. So emotion is also a disadvantage. Emotion is also a disadvantage. And now second, silence help in communication. As you see, when you are reading in a class, for example, your ma'am makes you stand up. I will stand up. So I will, ma'am said to me, read this paragraph. Then I will read that paragraph, and in the when there will be a full stop, I will remain silent for 1 or 2 seconds. How much time I take, it depends on it. So silence also matter on communication only. Communication also. Communication. I'm writing these shorts, but it is looking like computer. We can understand. And the disadvantages of the emotion of the sorry of the silence. We can feel the lack of openness, because if you remain silent, the most of people will misunderstand you and your opportunities will get less. So there is another point on disadvantages opportunities. And for example, you are going to an interview and then you remain silent by looking that the person who is taking your interview will see and notice that you are struggling, or he will convey or get that you are struggling in the in this that etc etc, and you are not eligible but you are eligible. So silence sometimes also locks your openness or your opportunities. Now there are so many advantages and the disadvantage of the silence, but according to ChatGPT, according to ChatGPT, so according to ChatGPT, it says silence is important, but in our life, no one is silence, not the even the successful people. How? Comment me if you know. I don't know. That's why I'm asking. So that's a question for you for today. And now let's see. In my life, do silence really matters for me? You can also you can also see and comment in comment section that silence matters in your life or not. So now I am doing something like my friend Yugal. You also know the video of online versus online offline of Yugal, our friend, one of my friend. So he's a good he's a good classmate of mine, and you should watch her video in this sorry his video on this channel only. So now let's continue. Silence really matters or not? So ये एग्री करने के लिए है और दिस इज फॉर disagree. DI. Dis. Let's assume disagree. DI. Whatever you know. So first, what matters in life? Person's life. In my life and your life, health matters at the second or first, because first is family only. You all know. So if you will remain silent according to your health, according not according to your health, for example you are having fever or any cancer like problem, you will remain silent, then your family can't get that problem, then you can go to bed, and because of going to the bed rest, you need to go to the hospital, and your parents will pay the fees of the hospital bill, and it will continue. there are so many there are so many alternate versions and ways what can happen, but this is wrong. If you remain silent on your health purpose, this may cause you some severe injuries or problems. So from my side, remaining silent is not good on the health purpose. So now I'm giving a point to agreeing towards silence. Silence is not important. One point. And now second, relationship or family. In relationship, when you get in relationship, family तो बननी है, तुम्हें पता है. तो in family, if you remain silent, your parents also beats you when you remain silent on the talks, or you don't talk to your parents, parents uh, your parents ask you what's the matter, and sometimes because of that only you go to the overthinking state, and you think a lot about what is happening in my life, and etc etc, why parents are saying this to me, I'm being silent, and their quotes, etc etc. So again, I agree towards the point on the relationship or family that silence is not important. Now, third, what is important in your life? Financial problem. Finance is important in a life. So in finance, first, interview, we don't need to be silent, as you know. And second, if you are in the job also, then you need to work hard, you need to work in silence, because that's the shade where you can do hard work. If there is disturbance, you can't do. Noise is also a disturbance. So here I will give half point to. I will not agree. I will agree, and I will half point to disagree. Half, half. So now one last, final. So food. Food is essential for our life. It give us energy to do work for for so many things. You are seeing this video, you need energy. For talking, you need energy. For playing, you need energy. For everything you do, you need energy. For sleeping, you also need energy. And it also recovers your energy to sleeping. So here, food. In the food, if you are feeling hungry, there are three things, three or two things, two things can happen. And what are those two things? First, you will cook the food, and second, you will ask the food from your mother. And according to me, I am a child now, so I will ask the food from my mother only. If I will remain silent, if I am hungry, then I can lead to the stomach ache, and then my parents need to buy medicine, and it will also cost some money. So then, if earlier I told that I am hungry, then my mother will give me the food, and I can have food easily and digest that, and I will not suffer from the stomach ache. And in the restaurant also, if you go in the restaurant and sit idle and don't do nothing, don't say nothing, like, and observing only, then the person or waiter who is working in the restaurant will kick you out the restaurant, because you are doing nothing, and you the thing you are only doing is sitting idle and doing nothing. This shows that you are here for wasting the time of them and yours only also. So on that note, I'm going to give a point. I will not agree to remain silent. So by looking this, in my life, silence is not important, but some points silence is important. For example, studying or for working hard, etc., etc. Emotionally, mental health, and etc., etc. There are so many things I can't say that, and that's it for today. You also make a chart or game like this, and comment it that in your life, do silence really matters or not? In my life, silence that much don't matters, but at some situation, like I already told, in the studying purpose, because I'm a child, I need to study, and for studying I need a silent environment to study. And you also know, you can ask ChatGPT, Google. You need to study in a silent place to get a better focus. And so that's it for today. If you want to subscribe our channel, and bye bye.